106 miles to Chicago. We got a full tank of gas, half a pack of cigarettes. It's dark, and we're wearing sunglasses. Hit it.
Fuck off!
I'll say Hitler. You get gas, you get gas. So.
You just admitted to everyone you like getting rimmed.
I'm not racist, I'm not a racist person. Yet.
There we are.
Get in the bin.
Hello there. Hello there. Hello there.
There you go. First 5 minutes is going to be sound words.
Now the applause is because you made it 10 episodes without getting cancelled.
Yeah!
We are officially episode 11.
So far.
So far.
So far.
So far.
If we keep mentioning shit, then we will.
Until Germany comes for us for mentioning Hitler.
Oh boy.
Far too many times.
Oh.
I still can't believe that's what it wasn't banned for. In Germany.
Some random, because he used the fucking...
It's the Fireman Sam thing.
Yeah.
That's all it was. Scouse Fireman Sam, and because I put the imagery behind it, and I just can't be doing the effort to.
Yeah, Germany's like, no, you will not use that in this country. No. Bam.
You cannot watch us.
You cannot watch us in Germany, as if people watch us in Germany and Israel anyway.
We have turned into Arnold Schwarzenegger.
And Israel.
Israel? I know, yeah. Who knew that? Mattel. Yeah. So strict in Germany and Israel, of all places.
God damn. Sorry. Fucking hell.
Should we go for Putin next and see if we can get banned in Russia?
You know what Boris has said?
No!
He said the Kremlin was targeting him. Like, before he left.
I mean,
the Kremlin turned around and went, maybe fucking haven't.
I mean, the Kremlin really wanted to waste, 20 minutes of hilarity for themselves of chasing down Boris Johnson.
But then the Kremlin turned around and said, "The fuck are you on about?"
We're too busy bringing America's voting system.
We're invading Ukraine. We're targeting you. Fuck off. I mean, I'm like, okay, fair enough, Kremlin. Yeah, I don't blame you for this one this time.
Silly
of all
Boris.
people to go for. Yeah, he might have been the British Prime Minister. But fucking hell.
Wow.
I don't think he was much of a threat.
You stupid man.
Oh, Boris.
Oh. Enjoy your trip trying to get here.
Oh, fucking hell, yeah. You go the long way, but then this motherfucker says, turn up at 8:30. Okay. Brings me just for a leave. Yeah, there's traffic everywhere.
There's a lot of road closures.
School traffic. There's a fucking crash in Clockface as well.
Of course there was.
Like, on Google Maps, going through Clockface, so as soon as I get on to the main road, it's fucking traffic. I'm like, I hope this is not from the M62. Turns out, get to like where the bridge is for the M62 that goes over Clockface.
Oh, yeah.
Someone's crashed under that bridge. So there's police there blocking traffic, letting traffic through. I'm like, oh, for fuck's sake. Can everyone just stop crashing and setting the vehicles on fire, please?
I'm so happy I'm not in work. I'd be a busy bee.
So as soon as you get past that, it's fine getting to the Stoops roundabout.
No, that's not too bad.
But then you got traffic
on the roundabout.
Yeah. So then you're going through on a green, but then there's traffic, so you have to stop, and then the traffic from your left is coming. I'm like, oh.
Far too big berry roundabout, and they should have turned. When you close a slip road, particularly an entry slip, you might as well knock the traffic lights off and let traffic flow around. But that's an argument between my employers and St. Helens Council.
Well, there you go.
Bomb.
It's all your fault, Steve.
It's all my fault.
All fault.
Yeah, I must have got like about 6 messages last night from different people. What's going on the M62?
Oh.
And I replied to them all an hour and a half later saying, don't know, I was playing FIFA.
I'm not in work, so I don't know.
Don't care, not in work. Shut off from it all.
Two separate incidents within the same area.
Pretty much, yeah. Both will fall.
Within 3 junctions.
Actually, yeah, both will fall. Actually, will they fall on the Cheshire Police? No, one will fall on the Merseyside, one will fall on the Cheshire.
Well, yeah, they said Croft was under Cheshire Police, so...
Do you know when they had the shooting on the opposite side?
Yeah.
Right, so that was on the actual Cheshire Merseyside divide, literally where his body fell.
Hell.
So they argued over it all, over whose job it was to deal with. And in the end, it was like someone stupidly high up from Merseyside went, we have a dedicated gang and shooting task force designed to investigate instances just like this. It's ours. fuck off.
There you go.
That's what we were told.
Cheshire, like, what, a gang? What are you on about with a gang? We don't have gangs here.
We don't have gangs in Cheshire. we have housewives, we have horses, and we have big ass mansions.
True.
Yeah, your gangs come to our place to steal.
Oh boy.
Lol.
Lol.
Single parents.
Oh boy.
This could be fun. And we say single parents, right? It all started with a TikTok I seen and sent to you, didn't I? Saying this could be a good topic of discussion. So, it basically says, if your child's father wants to be in his children's life, but not yours, it simply means he walked out on you, not the children. You're not a single parent. You're just single.
Oh, yeah.
And I think that is spot on.
I mean, I'll probably get a bit of hack from people because I'm not a parent. I don't have any kids. And I don't think I'd plan on having any. I don't know. I'm still like that sort of.
Well,
like,
you've met my two kids.
I've
So.
met your kids, yeah. But everyone who has kids has always told me don't have kids. I'm like, okay, so.
I just don't have kids. Kids are great. They are good fun. Like that times are cute. Like Lucy last night because she had finally given her phone back. She was taking photos and everything of Erin Paisley, and I was like, "Ah, that's that cute." Like they can be good. However, when they're separate, they're fine.
Mm-hmm.
When they're together,
oh boy,
I really want to.
Sorry, my mum and dad were three of us,
just
all within the same age range as well. Oh boy,
no.
But people saying they're a single parent, it's like, okay, you're a parent, but you're single, aren't you?
Yeah. So I don't think the term single parent actually works. If you're co-parenting, so for example, we know maybe 3-4 people who've got kids who co-parent between the mum and themselves or the dad and themselves. And each one of them would go, I'm a single parent. And it's like, well, technically you're not. You're a parent who is single because a single parent is if you're doing everything. So if the mum works out or the dad walks out and goes, the kid's yours, I ain't have nothing to do with you, you can fuck off, whatever. Or let's say they commit suicide, they move abroad, whatever. So there's no physical involvement in their kid's life for whatever reason. Then yes, you're a single parent. Until then, you're a parent who is single.
Yeah. That's it.
Yeah, that's it. Argument.
Get over. Let's go. Bye.
End of part one.
No. So yeah, it sort of falls into like the same thing as when it's Father's Day, and you see a lot of Facebook posts of the mothers saying, "Oh, happy Father's Day to me," and all that. It's like, no, it's Father's Day. Mothers have a day. Mother's Day. Celebrate that. Don't celebrate on Father's Day as well.
It fucking grates me.
It does.
Because
you might hate the father of your kids. If he's not involved, okay, but don't say Father's Day.
If let's say, for example, you have one night stand with someone, you have the baby, don't tell them you're pregnant, or even try to find them. So you brought the baby up and like, oh, he wants nothing to do with me or the baby. Well, no, you've not told him. It's like, and it's all that twisting of stuff. We also have people who are like, they could be in a relationship for like 6 years, have a kid, and the other one's like, I didn't really want the kid. And then that sours the relationship. He or she leaves, leaving the other one with the kid.
Yeah.
And I say he or she because predominant time is the stigma is the bloke leaves and the woman looks after the kid. But I know people who the woman's left and the blokes look after the kids. But if they were to turn around and go, Happy Mother's Day to me, the fucking backlash they'd get.
Exactly. So don't be one of those people, mothers, who turns around on Father's Day and goes, Happy Father's Day to me.
It grates me. As a dad who's involved in my kid's life, it grates me. And I have to show so much resistance.
It's so hypocritical as well, because then they'll say, oh, Happy Father's Day to my dad, who's the grandkid of my kids and all that. It's like, no, you can say that, but don't say Father's Day to you as well. It's like, fuck off.
It's not your day.
Go celebrate Mother's Day.
Unless you classify yourself as male.
Yeah.
Then I don't think you can say Father's Day. But then do we get into the debate of, do we now change Father's Day and Mother's Day because of the amount of different gender classifications?
Probably.
Because you might have, let's say, prime example, Noah.
Yeah.
Noah decides to, because obviously I was looking up a lot on transgender and I didn't realise the decision he will have to make when goes through a change about freezing eggs. If he wants to have genetically or biological kids that are of his own, let's say he does that, and then in the future, him and a partner have a baby, and he would classify himself as the father. Then, and obviously he'll identify as male anyway. But then you'd also have someone go, well, technically you were born like, and then so I reckon sometime it's going to change. I reckon it's going to be one whole day Parents' Day.
That was a thing, yeah.
And I reckon at some point it'll change, and then you'll have all the dead religious, Bible bashing, God Squad people who turn around and go, well, no, it's actually a religious reason, and they'll come out like again, get in the bin, because it's all part of this inclusive society now.
Yeah. Did you see that? I think it was last week. Pink Floyd celebrated like the 50th anniversary of the album.
No.
Right, so you know the famous album cover where it's like the light going through the pyramid?
Oh yeah.
And it's like comes out as a rainbow. That was the album cover, and it's like the fucking historic album cover.
Well, that's a statement of fact. If you shine a light through a prism, it will produce a rainbow.
So, it's the 50th anniversary of that, and they did like their own logo, and then they got like the number 50 in it, and in the 0, it's got like the colours of the rainbow coming out the pyramid.
Okay, yeah.
Fucking people commented on Facebook saying, oh, fucking, they all thought it was the LGBTQ flag. And it's like, they're all like fucking kicking off saying, how could Pink Floyd do all this and all that? And it's like,
it's a scientific principle.
Yeah.
If you shine a light and refract it through glass at a certain angle to another one, that's why it only works in a prism. You shine a light through a prism, the light refraction creates the spread of a rainbow.
So that's it. That's the album cover, not the ad. Yeah. So and everyone knows it's a historic album cover as Pink Floyd. Everyone associates Pink Floyd with that.
I'll drop the logo and just for some reason we haven't seen it, and then I'll put the next one that Dutchy's gonna obviously find as well.
The 50th anniversary logo. There you go. Here's a side by side. That's the logo.
Okay, yeah. I get it. Yeah. I mean that. I can see why people are going like I can't. Why have they done that?
Yeah.
But at the same time, as if you're saying that, you've not seen the original.
Yeah.
I realised it was 50 years old. That album.
Yeah, I know it's gone.
Jeez.
50 years of that album. Fucking hell.
Good album though.
Yeah,
to be fair.
It is. Pink Floyd.
And that's prime example. It shows people kicking off for the reason to kick off.
Yeah. But then you had the other comment saying, guys, it's on the original album cover as well, so you might as well fucking give them shit for that.
It's a scientific principle. It is a scientific principle. It is light refraction. That's it.
Just incorporated that into the 50th anniversary logo.
Yeah, which anyone else would do. Yeah. It'd be like, fucking, I don't even know. It's like when clubs reach 50 and they somehow work, or 100 and they work it into their logos and stuff like that. Everyone does it. If it's an album, you're going to work it into the album logo, obviously. Yeah. Fucking people!
Don't be those people, man. Read up on your fucking history before you comment. Fuck me.
It's fucking ridiculous.
Get in the bin.
Get in the fucking bin. Yes. And it's the same as some of them parents who have to fucking shame the other parent when they're co-parenting. Oh, they've not done this and they've not done that and they've not done that. And it's just like, seriously, you're bickering between yourself is damaging one person or people. That's your kids.
Children, yeah.
Because if you constantly hate on each other, what message that sends to your kids? And I've said this time and time again to Lauren, if we split up, like we almost did a few years ago, and I'm like, I was like, right, if we do split up, I know exactly when I'll have the kids. You don't have to go to court. You don't have to do any of this. I work a set shift pattern. All I have to do is just turn around and go to work. Right, these cover shifts that I'm meant to do, when it's either earlys, late or nights, I'll turn around and go, I'll put a flexible working in to do just earlys. So I know where I stand then. I know I'll do 3 earlys, 3 late, 3 off, 3 earlys, 3 nights, 3 off. And I can turn around and go, after third early, I'll get Lucy from school. I'll get Paisley from wherever she is. They'll stay at mine overnight. School, drop them off with whoever. I'll go to work and then you get them from wherever they are. After school club, blah, blah, blah. My dad would still probably help out anyway because he's not a knobhead, right, and stuff like that. And we'd probably end on good terms in respect of like, we'd be amicable to each other for the sake of the kids. And I said, if you were to ever get remarried after it, if we broke up and they went, I want my dad to come, and you were like, I'd be like, I'll tell you now, I'll come, and you know me, I'll be there, uncle. I'll be happy for you and everything like that, because you'll be happy. At the end of the day, I just want my kids to be happy, and if their mum's happy, then I'm happy. Like, I don't understand why other people can't have this relationship. I get that shit might happen between you, but for the sake of your kids, just fucking sort it out.
It's sort of like you say that because when my brother got married a few years ago, well, I say a few, fucking 5 years ago now, I think 6 years ago.
Yeah.
Like Laura, who he married, like her family, she's got a big family because her mum and dad, original mum and dad, like they split up.
Yeah.
They both remarried, and then I think her mum split up from that the husband. But then they were all there, all the family were there.
Yeah.
Like they all got on well, they all got on fine. They were there for
her.
And that's what you want. That's what you want. You want.
It's not hard.
Yeah, that's
like,
it.
I mean, even if it's just for a day.
Yeah.
Like if it's around your kids, you can. I think slag them off to your friends. Like it's still a dick move if you do.
Yeah.
But don't fucking all over Facebook and stuff like that.
Yeah.
Slag them off and fucking everything else. Like if they're a dick, then go down the proper channels. If they're a danger to your kid, then you definitely go down the proper channels. Yeah. And then I think that's another issue with social work and stuff like that. I've noticed how much lads get shit on compared to women. Prime example, a streamer friend of mine whose name I won't mention because I don't think it's right to mention him. Mm-hmm. Basically, he had a court order to see his kids and they lived relatively close, same area. The mum has now uprooted and shifted to another part of the country, which is about a 2-hour drive for them to go and see the kids. Right. The mum's telling the kids, oh, your dad wants us to move, he wants us to be happy, and blah, 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 and stuff like that. And you're thinking, you fucking horrible little witch.
You horrible bitch.
Like, there's fucking no need for that. Like, and then so she's broken the court order that she demanded to have.
Yeah.
And now she's going, well, he won't make the effort to come see them.
He fucking will.
And he would. Yeah. But the thing is, you think about it, the times he was supposed to have them, sometimes we're in school the next day. So she's moved schools on them. And now what you're saying is he's got to now drive 2 hours-ish to come get them, 2 hours back home. There's 4 hours already wasted.
She's done that on purpose, just to fuck with him.
I don't know if it's to fuck with him or she met someone new or what, but either way, yeah, she's uprooted and moved miles away. And it's just a dick move as well. Yeah. If you're going to force a court order on someone, don't be the cunt that moves.
And then go against it.
But in that situation, if the bloke had done that and gone, I'm moving.
Oh, hell breaks.
He'd get dragged back into court, he'd get fined left, right and centre, and everything else in between. And again, it's such a double standard of the mother's always right kind of thing. I don't think that case can stand anymore.
No.
Maybe 20 years ago, yeah, it could have, but now, no.
No. It's just proving that, yeah, men can be dicks, but so can the women. Yeah. So can the mothers.
Like if we're gonna really push for a equality bracket, which, let's be serious, is needed in various things. And whilst we're on it, fair play the Welsh FA, because they've balanced out their pay, haven't they, for the athletes. So you get a bonus for playing for your country. Mm-hmm. And Wales international men have voted to take a pay cut so that the women can have a pay rise. Yeah. Okay. Yeah.
The recent Rugby League World Cup, they all got paid the exact same.
Exactly.
Men, women, and the wheelchair.
So that equality gap is slowly getting bridged, and if that's going to get bridged, you've got to bridge other things like parenting. Mm. If a dad wants to be involved and a mum wants to be involved, then co-parenting, you come to an agreement. And if you can't come to an agreement, the courts turn around and go, fine. Week 1, you have 4 nights, you have 3 nights. Week 2, you have 4 nights, and you have 3 nights. Yeah. There we go. You decide between yourselves which ones they are. Yeah. And if you can't do that, we'll decide for you. End of discussion. And if one of you breaks the court order, you get a custodial sentence. Yeah. Or you get a fucking massive fine, which has to be paid in one go. And it'll stop people being knobheads. Like, if you turn around and go, yeah, if you want to move, you've got to come back to court. You've got to ask the court, can I move house to the next county? Yeah. 2 hours down the road, other end of the country. That's it. You've got to ask the court for it, and we've got to approve it. And you've got to give us a valid reason why. Yeah. If your job's telling you you've got to move, or you're going to get sacked, then okay, yeah, fine. But, yeah. A lot of gripes from me.
From an outside perspective, I can see, like, I'd be like, oh, why are they doing this? Why are they doing that? Obviously, there is some reasons to why people do, like, you know, oh, they want to move, or they want to stop seeing their kids from seeing someone, or I don't know, but From the majority vote, I'd say a lot of it is just from one of the parents being an absolute dick. About it.
Normally is.
So,
I get people are dickheads, but at the end of the day, if doesn't matter how much of a dickhead you are, like you could have literally walked in on your partner shagging your next door neighbour, right? But you've got 2 kids, right? Yeah. Are they a knobhead? Yes, they are. But if they still want to see their kid, and you're going to stop them from seeing the kid because they hurt you, you're just a bigger knobhead as they are. Because all you're doing is hurting your kid. So you're not caring about the kid. You're caring about getting one up on the other person who's hurt you. And this little revenge game is fucking stupid.
When they use the kid as
a weapon.
That's just top tier, like being a dick.
Lauren's mum used to do it.
Yeah.
To Lauren's dad all the time. She's a fucking knobhead. I hate her. And I've told her I hate her. I don't care. Like I will happily time and time again tell her I hate her because I mean I don't know. Lauren probably haven't got me for mentioning it, but Lauren's mum and dad split up when she was young, 3-4ish. About the age of 12, her mum's got a new partner. She's still with him now.
Yeah.
But from what I grabbed, he manhandled Lauren against the wall when she was, in her own words, being a bit of a dick. But still. And she kicked off to her mum and she went, "Don't think I'm choosing me daughter over my partner," or something to that effect. Dick move. So she uprooted and left. And we were doing my dad then. But in the time in between, obviously, she was backwards and forwards between her dad's and her mum's. And it was always a case of, she's got 2 kids to another person prior to Lauren. And they all seem to, in my opinion, get preferential treatment anyway.
Yeah.
Beforehand. They've been in and out of our lives and stuff like that. But she's a knob. We've been to 3 family functions with her. And every single one, she comes to me, "Oh, I'd love to see Lauren more." Not my decision. I tell her every time, it's not my decision. That's her decision. She wants to see you. And she tells me, "I want to come see you."
Well,
I'll bring
you and not Lauren.
Exactly. And she does it every time. And and the 3rd time, was it a wedding we were at? I think it was a wedding. It was a cousin's wedding, and I was like, and she came and said the same thing to me, and I went, "Listen, it's a wedding. I ain't discussing it here. Stop being a knobhead." And she was like, "What do you mean?" I said, "This is the 3rd time you've asked me now, and a third do." I said, "The first time we had to take Lucy as well, and we told you not to tell her you were her grandma, and you did." And Lucy, boom, at the age of whatever she was, 3, 4, she's like, "I'm your grandma." She went, "No, my grandma's blah blah blah." And she's like, "No, I'm your other grandma." She went, "My other grandma's dead."
Oh my God, Lucy the Savage.
I was like, and her face dropped there. I went, "Told you not to mention it."
Yeah. Lucy the Savage.
She's a savage. Yeah, as a young kid, yeah, she's brutal.
My God.
And I was like, "Well, what do you expect? Like you had no involvement in our life.
Yeah.
Someone keeps giving her fucking photos of us. She's got photos of the kids and stuff like that, and like she put a photo on her Facebook. I was like a wall of photos, and there's photos like me and Lauren and the kids, and I was like, okay. So in the end, I took over and messaged her, and I was like, either you take my photographs down, which you have no permission to have, or I'll be coming around with police, because now you've got photos of my kids up, and for me, that's justification to paedophilia.
Fair enough.
I was like, I will full send this bitch. Yeah, I hate her. I can't stand her. And I've met the woman 3 times. But a sister, who I've met loads of times, lovely woman.
What, Lauren's sister?
No, Lauren's auntie, so her mum's sister. Lovely woman. I've got all the time in the world for her. I would, if she turned around and rang me in about 5 minutes' time and went, "I've got a serious issue, can by any chance you come to mind to help me?" I would be like, "Yeah, on the way." Like, "Sorry, Craig, podcast ending. I'm going. I need to go."
Ditching me again.
Again. But like, and that's how it is. But if her mum rang me and went, "I'm dying," I'd be like, "Good."
Oh shit.
Oh dear, I'll sad, never mind. And then I would have to deal with the aftermath of Lauren being upset. Like, and she would be upset about it, and she does, and she says it time and time again. She misses her mum, and then every time she sees her mum, she realises why she's a dickhead.
Ooh, yeah.
And it's like, it's a hard circle to go around. I think she's an alcoholic, but no one else seems to agree. But when you have a vodka Coke and it's like that much vodka and that much Coke.
Why is this reminding me so much of my stepmom? Oh, I don't want to. I don't know whether I should go with her or not.
Does she watch the podcast?
Fucking don't. Probably never will.
Does any of your siblings who watch the podcast like her?
No.
Oh, well,
No one likes her.
All right, let's talk about it. Let's go.
No one likes her.
Let's step her in the bin.
No one likes her. No one. No one. And when she goes, and I'm opening up now. Me, my brother, and my sister have all said when she goes, it will be the best day of our lives.
No, in a party.
Fucking yes.
Party hats.
Yes.
Selling ice cream.
Yes.
Yes.
And we do not give one shit. And I'm saying it right now. We do not go for one shiny shit because she ruined our lives.
Oh, okay.
She ruined our lives.
Go.
Basically.
Hit me.
Oh, so
I'm invested.
when Mum passed away, obviously, you know, sad time and all that. A couple of years later, Dad starts going out with this woman. And, you know, at first we all got along. You know, it was fine. Happy days, you know. And then I and that fell out with her for reasons I won't go into.
Okay.
They had a massive row and all that. And then I was the next to go.
I'm guessing the row was not Natalie's fault. No, of course not. Ooh.
So she doesn't speak to Dad either about it. Then I was the next to go. Just so like they were trying to like force me into stuff that I didn't want to do. Like, I guess being autistic as fuck, especially at a young age, it must have been hard. But and they couldn't really figure out what to do or anything. But they were just like, go do this. I'm like, how? And they're like, no, just go do this shit. So I struggled, and then they like were falling out with me. It was like every day I was not wanting to go home at all because she just fucking moved herself into the house, pretty much. Yeah. It was like she was controlling our lives. It's like not your life to control. It's like you're not our mum.
How old was you at this point?
15, 16.
So for you as well, you're like getting to the point where you're like, I'm almost at the age where I could move out.
Yeah.
And blah blah. Anyway.
Yeah. So I was joining the RAF anyway at 17. And then like the week before I went, I got kicked out. She had me up against the wall as well, like by the throat. That's when I was like, fucking. That's when you mentioned it with Lauren. I was like, for fuck's sake. So, but then like Randy, I can't blame Randy because he fell out with me because of because he was under their impression that I was in the wrong, and he's even admitted that he's sorry for. Which, you know, I've accepted.
Yeah, Randy.
No, Andy, I love you, Andy. No,
get the bit.
No, he's admitted that he was in the wrong. Because they put him in the mindset that I was wrong, and Nat was wrong as well.
Yeah.
I just wanted to see our mum's family because they stopped us from seeing our mum's family.
Right.
Because they had a fallout. They're like, oh, Dad, so.
I mean, I'm just going to throw it out there. There was one particular member of that family you'd see every day because he went to the same school.
Well, yeah, it's Darren.
Yeah, exactly. So you were always going to see him. So
it felt so. No, I got on with Darren, and I still do. And it's just like it felt weird because he stopped us from seeing our mum's family, but I'm seeing Darren every day in school.
I'm playing football.
So I felt so fucking awkward. I was just like, what do I say? Because Darren's asking, you know, how are you and all that. And when like his mum was always trying to see us, like, it got to the point where she worked at Western Hospital. She only retired like last year or year before now, but she worked at Western Hospital, and we get the bus to school, and our bus stop is she's parked up at our nan's, which is literally down the road.
Yeah,
we're waiting for the bus to go to school. She's walking past, she's seeing us. That's the only time she can see us. So our dad found out. He made us wait for the bus further up so that she couldn't see us. You know, at the time we were like, "What's going on?
Dick move!"
It was at the time we couldn't understand, and then we got a bit older, and we're like, "What the fuck?"
I'm sorry, right, but
because she's a bitch.
You're the eldest of 3 kids.
I'm not.
Oh yeah.
No, Nat is.
Oh, is she?
Yeah.
I thought you were old.
No.
Right, how old now?
She's 32 now. No, she's 33. Sorry.
She's 33. So
yeah.
And Andy's
30.
So there's obviously 5 years into you, and you were 12 when your mum died.
Yeah.
She was
11,
13.
I was about. Yeah, she was 13.
She was 13, and Andy was what, 9?
He was 9. Yeah, just before his 10th birthday.
So you take 3 kids who've lost a parent, all before they've hit 13, pretty much, and then go 5 years down the line. Now you can't see the rest of your family.
Yeah.
Get to fuck.
Get it in the bin. Fuck you.
Love it!
So it's like, fuck, man. Like, but yeah, the sad thing about it was, like, you know, obviously, we missed our mum at the time. We were like, what the fuck's going on? All this shit was going on. She laughed at me when I said I miss my mum.
I want to punch you in the face.
She laughed. But it was the fact that our Andy brought up, every time we mentioned our mum, she'd say, don't mention her in this house.
Get to fuck. Right now.
And I got to, the way Andy felt with her was, right, it was her birthday or something, or it was Mother's Day, I don't know, I can't remember. And she wanted something as a present, and she told him, and he couldn't find it, so he got her a different, like a gift voucher or something. You know, he still got her something.
Yeah.
Giving him back, saying that's not what I wanted. And also in the card, it didn't have mum in it.
Or their name. They have her name or...
I have her name, but you didn't have a card saying, oh, you know, happy birthday, mum, or whatever. Because she's not a mum.
Right.
And at the time, she wasn't even a stepmom. Yeah. She wasn't even married then.
Right.
So then she fell out with him over that.
Oh, for fuck. She needs to fucking grow up.
Exactly.
Right.
She's fell out with her own family. She's fell out with our family. She's fell out with everybody except our dad.
I've got friends who... I've got colleagues that have got kids with other people, obviously. And then another person comes into their life for whatever reason. Yeah. I'd say 60% of them, you sit there and go, you're a typical stepmom, stepdad. Yeah. And there's others you're like, you can see you trying. And then there's a very small group of people who come into another kid's life. They are fully aware they're not their kids, but they raise them like their own. Them kind of people are the only ones who get to be called mum or dad by the kids. Yeah. If they've actually raised them like their own kids for whatever reason, then fine. Yeah. Lauren's auntie, Debbie, her first partner, so she's got 3 kids in total. She's got Gary, Kirsty and Ryan. Gary's got a different dad to Ryan and Kirsty as he passed away. But Paul, who came in after and is the dad to Ryan and Kirsty, raised Gary like his own kid, and Gary calls him dad. Stuff like that. Like, he's fully aware it's not his biological dad, but he calls him dad because of how he raised him. And that's a testament to Paul about what kind of person he is. He gets to be called dad because he's earned it. You can't fucking force on someone, it's Mother's Day, you're going to buy me something, and then go, that's not what I asked for. Fuck off. Yeah. You don't ask for anything for it. I don't think Lauren's never asked for anything for Mother's Day. Fucking Father's Day, I didn't ask for anything. And when Lauren turned around and goes, what do you want? I go, no, not asked. I said, I just want them to be there. That's it. As long as the kids are happy, I'm happy. Like, if you see someone and go, you'd actually like that, then get me it. But I'm not going to turn around and go, get me something, because I don't need anything. Like, the only thing I need is the happiness of my kids. That's it.
So,
triggered.
It's obviously had a big effect on my life, that thing, anyway. So, you know, it's got to the point where we've literally said, I still love my dad. To talk to him, but it's got to the fact that we've all turned around behind him and said, he goes first. Worst case scenario, because she gets everything.
Yeah.
If he leaves us anything in a will or anything, she's getting it.
She can't if it's in a will.
Exactly. But knowing the type of person she is, she will claim it.
Yeah, she'll
and then when we go and try and get it, she'll be like, no, it's mine.
We'll court order.
Exactly. But if she goes first, I think that's best case scenario. This sounds horrible, wishing death upon someone. We don't wish it, we just want
I fucking do. I hope she goes first.
We just want it to happen.
You know what
soon. I mean? No, seriously, we mean this, and I mean this in the nicest way possible.
There's no nice way.
It has to happen.
It has to happen first.
That she goes first. And I'll probably get shit for it. Bring it on, I've had fucking shit the last 3 fucking years, so... she needs to go. Like...
Do you know what?
I want my dad to be happy. You know, if he's happy, he's happy. But she needs to go.
You also want to have a relationship with your dad,
That's it. And we can't have it with her around. Like, she's stopping him from seeing us, and she's stopping.
Did he still live local?
Yeah, he's still live in the same house. So still there. Like literally down the road from me now.
What with him?
like they made us like avoid them and hate them, like our mum's family. And then when I got a little bit older, I realised, oh, mum's family.
Your mum's family sound as fuck.
Oh.
And both of your cousins have. I say both cousins. You've got more than. It's just Ian and Darren. Have you got other cousins?
No, I've got other cousins as well.
Because they're two men. But both of them have married well as well. They've married like lovely people.
Yeah. Like Darren's got a kid now. Ian's got a kid on the way now.
Has he?
Yeah.
Ah.
So they're all getting on well and everything, and you know, I feel like I'm the black sheep of the family though. No kids, no marriage, nothing. Single, forever.
Not forever.
Forever.
When you get to 50, we'll get you a Thai mail order brand.
Forever. Forever. But anyway.
Forever and ever, I will be forever.
I'm not asking for sympathy. I was just I'm going to be alone forever.
I need a sad music song.
You do. But yeah, it's.
What then, mate?
I'm just immune to like shit like this now.
It is. It's a very fair point because I mentioned it on.
It's basically a story of choosing a partner over your own kids.
Yeah.
And then realizing, oh shit, I fucked up here.
Well, and I've always said this. Like Lauren was always like, if we ever broke up, you'd move on quite fast. I was like, I wouldn't.
I don't get people that move on fast. It's like
I do get people who move on fast because it's certain emotional decompositions about it, and there's probably a mental aspect to it. And I ain't no psychologist, so I can't really understand it. But there is probably a genetic component to want to be loved and to love someone that makes you move on quick. Maybe.
But then why would they do that? Speaking from experience, why would they do that when they were happy with someone?
Well, I don't
slag.
Know. Yeah. Well, she's just a knobhead. So.
Yeah.
And then there's others who aren't happy with who they're with, but don't want to hurt them.
No, that's worse. It can be worse.
That is worse because you already
delaying
you're delaying the answer, and you've already maybe found someone else down the line. But she was always like, "Yeah, you'd move on quicker. I wouldn't because I've now not just got myself to think about. I've got two people who I care for, who I love, and who I don't want to upset. So if I was to get with anyone, I would have made it very clear. If me and her broke up, next person I got with, if I got with anyone, has to not want kids, but has to accept that I've got kids. Mm-hmm. So if they've got their own kids to someone else, then fine. I will look after with it. If their kids come with us, I would look after their kids the same as I look after mine. Wouldn't treat them any different. But the same way as the reason why I wouldn't want kids with someone else is because I don't want my two kids now to be sat there and be like, well, why do we only get to see dad half the time, but his new kids get to see him all the time? Yeah. I don't think that's fair.
No.
Personally, that's my choice. I understand that other people don't have the same views as me on that. Well, that's my view on it. I don't want my kids sitting and go, well, he gets to see them kids all the time, but we only get to see him every 3-4 days. That's not fair. Yeah. It's not fair for me. So that's what I mean. I'd want to. If they've got their own kids from another relationship, fine. But if they've got kids, if they want kids, I'd be like, no, sorry, not happening. Refuse to. Yeah. And it already puts a stop on that anyway. I've already halved the amount of people then I could potentially get with if me and Lauren broke up. So that's me. Exactly. But I'm talking about it nonchalantly, about anything.
I think people move on quick just to try and get revenge as well for whatever happened. Yeah. And it's like, that's not how you go about it.
Yeah.
And then they realise that they don't like the new person. Yeah. And they're like, oh, fuck, yeah. I fucked up it.
If you want to go get back at someone, sleep with a family member.
Oh, boy.
I'll tell you now, right? It's the easiest way to get revenge. Right? It is. Let's say for whatever reason, I mean, it's gonna be a very bad thing to say. Andy, I apologise. I apologise now.
What are you gonna say?
Let's say Andy's wife and him have a massive argument.
Yeah.
She's caught him doing something.
Not that he will, because he's not that.
Yeah, I know. I know he's not that kind of person. To be fair, but let's say she caught him with, I don't know, next door neighbour. Example from before, right? And the best way to get back at someone for that would be to shag you. Because, hear me out. No, yeah, I know. Hear me out though. Because what's going to hurt him more?
The fact that she's like, really?
Yeah, exactly. So that's it. She's got her revenge out the way like that, and then she can move on forward. If that's the kind of, but that's what I mean.
And then I fall out with Andy then.
Yeah, exactly. So what she's done is she's not just hurt him by doing that. She's then left something for you to argue about forever. That is the ultimate revenge. Don't care what anyone says. The ultimate revenge is sleeping with the other person's sibling.
Not that I war.
I mean, all right. Well, we'll counteract it. Sleep with Natalie. It'll piss me off even more.
Oh, fuck that, no.
It would piss me off even more because not only has she gone and slept with a sibling, but a sibling of the opposite sex.
I was just confuse things.
Yeah, no, but you see what I mean? But like, what hurts more? Alexa, cancel timer. What hurts more? That or sleeping with a random person, a one night stand that means nothing. That will upset him, but not as much as my own sibling. Tell me I'm wrong. That is the ultimate revenge bomb. Sleep with someone's sibling. And if you've not got a sibling, the only other things are parents. It's zero effect. Tell me I'm wrong.
Jesus Christ.
Tell me I'm wrong.
Whatever imagination you think of, yeah, go for it.
Tell me I'm wrong, though. Tell me I'm wrong. What would cause more discourse? You cheat on me, so I cheat on you.
Yeah.
You cheat on me, so I cheated with your brother, your sister,
wrong.
your dad, your mum, whatever.
You're not wrong.
Yeah, exactly.
Andy and Laura, please don't ever split up. You're perfect together.
I can't say anything because I don't know them together, so.
You have two perfect kids, they're a happy family.
Good. It's been a while since I've seen Andy. He's about yay big. Last time I seen him.
Oh, he's fucking big now. Taller than me.
Taller than you?
Taller than me?
Is he big like this?
Oh, he's bigger like that as well.
Oh. I do not regret anything I said.
Because when he was out in Iraq, he was just going gym. That's all you could do out there, so.
In 50 degree, in full kit.
His stories of when he was in the gym, because he was shooting him with like American Air Force and Army and that. Like, he was in the squat rack or something, and he'd get people come up and just start doing exercise without asking him. Or they did something like being rude and not asking him. But like he said, one person with headphones in just went up and he just went like that, looked at him, and then Andy was like, "What?" And he just went like wanted to use something, but instead of asking, he just pointed.
Could he not speak English?
Exactly. And apparently Andy just went, "Oh, whatever, just take it." And he took it, and then he had one guy and one American who just started exercising right in front of him when he was in the squat rack. So what Andy did was moved in front of him, face to face in front of him, and started doing his exercise. I was staring at him, freaked him out, and I was like, "Yes, that is our Andy. That's why we love our Andy." So an American was like, "Fuck you doing, bro?"
No, what the fuck are you doing, bro? Bruh.
That's just proper British antics that Americans just can't get.
So. I tell approve that antics.
Yes. We love you, Andy. Yeah. I think that's end of part one.
That's definitely end of part one. Squatting in front of an American is definitely
end of part one.
Join us back in part 2 when we discuss your correspondence.
Yes.
Get it in the bin.
Hello there. Would you like some merch to go with your following of the Get in the Bin podcast? Do you? Do you? Well, lucky day for you, because Monk is wearing a Get in the Bin hoodie. Just one of many things you could buy. And the link to get this is right here, because what you're wearing right now is just ridiculous. It's nothing.
You look a joke.
You look an absolute joke.
Absolute joke.
Look how fit Monk looks.
I've got some sexy merch on my boobies. Buy it, and you can have merch on your boobies.
Exactly.
Yes.
Exactly.
And tell other people to get in the bin when they look at your boobies.
Exactly.
Even better. Yeah.
Do it now. Just
buy it.
Fucking look at that, man.
Beautiful.
Do it now.
Boobies.
Because you look ridiculous.
Yeah, a joke.
And boobies too.
And boobies too. Get it in the bin. I used to have two of them so you could press two at the same time, and I forgot to do it.
Oh dear.
What time it is?
It's Loki time!
It is! It's get in the box!
It's in the box this time. It's President Loki from the Loki series, but this time he has Alligator Loki biting his hand off.
Croaky.
So yeah, the scene where he gets his hand bitten off. That's
yes!
exactly what's happening here. So I have two President Lokis now. So, got a picture.
It's picture time! Picture time! I wonder if I can put the flash on. Let's find out.
Let's find out. It's probably dead bright and everything.
Probably.
Might make us stand out.
Might be. Or get just in the right spot.
Oh,
Look at that.
oh, perfect.
That's perfection, that.
Perfection. I got.
He's a good boy because he's in his box.
Yeah.
I'm
I'm taking it in turns. I don't know if anyone's noticed. I'm doing a pattern. In a box, out of box. In a box, out of box.
I'm like how we actually got a segment called Get in the Box.
Get in the box.
Get in the box.
Oh, it's a segment time. Get in the box.
Get in the box.
Get in the box.
And now it's time for some confessions.
Yeah. Now, we've had a lot come through recently, haven't we?
I don't know. I fucking was pinging like
Ping,
fuck the other day.
As soon as you put the video on YouTube, ping, I was like, fucking hell. So, I said to you last night, didn't I, we need to get rid of a few because there's 23 at the minute waiting.
Yeah.
22 technically because that epic confession's still there. Oh. I don't want to delete it.
Okay, so 22. Okay.
So, and you said when it gets to 40 forms, we'll read them all out.
We'll just do an episode of the freedom forms. And we're going to set to a timer. So actually, with that being said, Alexa, set a timer for 40 minutes.
40 minutes.
Right. So we've got a timer on the go. So we'll get through 4, I reckon, today. So the idea is what we're going to do 4 every second part until we hit 40. And then it's just going to be
a whole episode.
Whole episodes of viewers' submissions until we get down to 10 forms. And then we'll go back to thinking of topics to discuss.
Now, we know some of you sent some in from like a while ago, and we apologise if we've not read them out yet, but we will get there.
We'll get there eventually.
Because some of them that come through, we have to talk about.
They're more relevant at the time.
Yeah.
Like the questions aimed at me the other week.
Yeah. I want a couple at me now.
Yay!
But I don't know, you know.
I won't know because I don't read them.
One of them's quite funny though.
I've got to.
I might do that next.
Because obviously when you go away.
Yeah.
Obviously, I might have to read. I might not even read them. I might just go to Lauren, pick a number. How many forms you got?
You'll look up and go 50 forms. Oh fuck.
I'll say that once you get back. Then if that's the case, but
I can read them.
And if it depends as well. Depends on when we're going to record. Because if it gets to the point where Lauren's like, I don't want to do 2 guest host, I might be going. Does anybody want to come to my house and guest host a pod?
It's only for 1 week, 1 episode though, isn't it?
Yeah.
So.
And they're looking at you. But he wants to go axe throwing as well. So when he comes to guest, he wants to go up to a point where he can go axe throwing as well. So it'd have to be a day when you're
when I'm in work.
Well, not necessarily. You can just take him down, couldn't you? But
yeah.
Might be a day when you have to be on an early shift.
Yeah, when it's quiet.
Or a night shift, and then maybe it might be a Monday. Maybe there's night shift. Was your night shift first one on Monday?
It's Sunday night.
Oh, is it?
Monday night. Yeah, Sunday night and Thursday. Well, I don't think we're doing nights for a while now. So. Anyway, right, so we'll get into it.
Let the games begin.
Now, this one I approve of, and I read it, and I fucking love it. It's a confession.
Okay.
I had an ex-boyfriend who made me miserable and a bit of a toxic twat. To the point I've had to block him on every social media possible, and he even shot further away as he shops at my closest supermarket. He's a massive Liverpool fan, so every time Liverpool lose, I sign him up to emails from whichever club have beaten them. This season, I've never been so busy. Yes.
Fuck you.
I approve. You are a legend. Keep doing it.
I think you're an arsehole.
And I just probably signed him up to Brighton again. Again.
I mean, as far as goals go, though,
that was a great goal.
Mia Thoma's goal was fucking delicious.
To win the game.
Win the game in that late. And tell you what, if he was British, he'd cost 150 mil. Because he's Japanese, someone will get him for 30 mil. Guaranteed.
Just to top it off. Just to win the game right at the death. That was just
absolute. Did you see it? We were playing well until we made the substitutions. When you 1-1, I don't get why you take Trent off for Milner. Because defending wise, he wasn't doing bad. Attacking wise, he was a threat. He brought Nunes on. Okay, yeah, fine, bit of pace. That one, he still played, but he's playing on the left wing. Play him down the middle and play Gakpo up the left. That's my opinion. And then Henderson and Fabinho have just not been on it this year. And Curtis Jones, I don't think he's good enough to play in the Prem for a team that wants to finish top 4. He's currently playing for a team that's in the right position for a team he plays for, and we're playing like it. So he needs to go out on loan to the likes of a Brentford, Fulham, someone who's just come up from the Championship, but playing good football, like a mid-table-ish to
they're both
push the top half. Like a team like that to play more Premier League football because he doesn't play enough for me, and then we'll know in 2 years' time. But yeah,
that's it.
But that, actually, in all fairness though, in terms of shithousery, I applaud the shithousery because that is brilliant.
That's brilliant.
Yeah.
He's probably looking at this one like, who the fuck is signing me up to all these scenes? I don't remember doing this.
If I was him, I'd just delete the email and get a new one.
Yeah.
Like,
Make a new
email. It's just easier. But Harvard though.
Brilliant, no.
She does get.
Yeah.
You get an applause.
You get an absolute brilliant applause. So I'm gonna.
Utter shithousery, but brilliant. And busy year. Fair enough. Hang on.
Yeah.
Who signs up to anything from Napoli? Like
Napoli newsletter or something.
Yeah. Oh, it'll be Madrid next. Don't worry. After I don't even know who we play this weekend. Like Stu asked me last night. He's like Everton's at home against the Arsenal. I went, oh what? I went, that'll be the game you win. That'll be the game Everton win. Like they've not been able to beat anybody. They drew fucking City, didn't they?
Yeah, they did.
Right.
That came out of nowhere.
And they'll beat Arsenal now. Watch.
Yeah.
And then all of a sudden it'll be like, it was all.
It's always the case when, the week after the next game after a manager's been sacked, or a new manager comes in, they
play well.
They win.
Yeah.
And it's like, why can't you do that for the old manager?
And you can't tell me players don't play for the manager. Like look at Aston Villa, prime example. Played shit under Gerrard. Unai Emery came in, was 3-4-0.
Yeah, they fucking beat us. They hammered us.
Yeah.
So.
And you were playing well as a team.
We were, and then they just come out of nowhere and battered us.
So like,
fucking hell.
I reckon this will be the one game Everton go and win tomorrow. Even though Arsenal are just fucking on fire.
They are amazing at the minute. We'll admit. It's
I said it.
They deserve to win the league.
I said it when Arteta joined.
Yeah.
In 2 years' time, they're going to be deadly because he's going to have 4 transfer windows.
Yeah.
To get the right players he wants, and obviously I didn't really count the first one because he joined mid-season. Then he came like December time, didn't he? So they're actually ahead of what I thought they'd be. I thought they'd be pushing top 3.
Yeah. And
City would still be out in front. And then when City signed Haaland, I was like, they're just going to walk it. And I was like, they're going to win everything.
It's surprising how he's breaking records, but yet they're still not top of the league.
Well, have you noticed the games that they've been shit in are the games he's not scored in?
Yeah.
So like, he can only score when the ball's at him. Really can't he?
It's the fact that he's already beaten last year's top goal scorer. Already. But yeah, Arsenal top of the league. It's like, what the fuck is going on?
They're relentless. They only lost one game, weren't they?
Yeah.
Was it 2 now?
Well, they lost to us at Old Trafford early in the season.
Yeah.
And then I think they've lost another game, haven't they?
I don't know. They've definitely lost one.
Yeah.
And they lost to United. Yeah. It's like Newcastle. They only lost one game. That was to Liverpool. And that was a 97th minute goal.
Fucking. And they are fighting for top 4 with us. So.
I reckon Newcastle are going to get it.
Yeah.
I mean, they're actually dead clever. Well, they've done it. You buy 3 defenders who are over 6'6".
Yeah.
And you've got Botman, Byrne, and who else have they got? Centre half. It's fucking massive. They have got someone else who's a fucking unit at the back, and then Trippier, who's tiny as fuck.
But he can whip the ball.
But for how many set play goals they don't concede? On Pope's like 6'5" as well, isn't he?
I know, yeah.
So, and he's a good keeper.
He's conceded less out of all the top keepers in the top leagues in Europe as well.
And why does not get a shout for England is beyond me.
Because Southgate bums fucking
Pickford, little T-Rex arms. He's not at the bottom of the table.
Bottom of the table, but yeah, he's England's number 1. It's like.
Well, so in theory, Pickford is the busiest of the keepers.
He is a good keeper, but in terms of form, you got to look at Nick Pope.
I don't even put him top 4 English keepers.
No, not a minute, no.
I'd put Pope and Ramsdale ahead of him all day long. And then there's other keepers who don't.
Exactly. Top of the keeper. A keeper who's in the top 4 with Newcastle. And yeah, he's still picking bottom of the table.
Oh yeah, and there's keepers who don't play regularly for their teams who I still think are better goalkeepers than Pickford when they play. Tom Heaton, for example, class goalkeeper when he plays regularly. Like that's just one. Butland was a good keeper. Is he going to get the games at United? Don't think he is.
No.
Like I don't get what.
He's basically just a reserve keeper.
Yeah, he's just. So. But they've got Tom Heaton, so why? Why do you need him?
No,
fuck yeah, baffles me head. Next submission.
Now. I did ask for a question towards me because I felt lonely. And
no. Is it towards you?
Well, it's kind of both.
Oh, okay. If it's towards you, I was just going to ask you.
There is one question to me that you can read. I've already read it, but you can read it to me.
Okay.
But this one is like, Bin Man, question. You say ask Dutchy questions, but Monk also says he doesn't read the submissions. How the fuck are we supposed to ask Dutchy questions and he not know what the pissing question is before you two record the episode? Fuck you, that's how.
Fuck you.
I'll do what I want, all right?
Maybe on the submissions because you can space the lines, can't
Yeah.
you?
Just
Just
at the
start
top.
with Dutchy, don't read this one, and then put loads of spaces so you can't actually see the question.
No, right. No, I'll hold this up. If you put at the top, Dutchy don't read or Monk only read this, I will not read it. I only read them because I have to read what gets put in so I know what we're mentally preparing for. I know Monk's not going to read it, so we can have like a blind reaction to the questions and shit like that. And the confessions.
Also because I can't be asked.
Yeah. But every ping that comes through, form submission, I read. But if you put at the top, Dutchy don't read or Monk only read.
Because obviously there's 5 groups and then questions are further down. So if it is in the Am I the Arsehole, just put Dutchy don't read on.
Yeah.
At the top, in the Am I the Arsehole.
I will honestly leave it alone. So yeah, that's how. Fuck you.
Do you know what? It's a fucking valid question though.
It is though. Yeah, you're fair point, but yeah, delete.
Delete.
That was a quick one.
That's what she said. Yeah, that's what she said.
Right. I'm going to leave it getting the bin till last. This time.
Have we already got one?
There's a few
There's
that
a few
we
now.
need to read, but there is one that I think
Well done, guys.
needs to be read.
Ooh.
And it's a big one.
That's what she said.
Okay. We'll try not a question.
Not a question.
Not a question. I feel like we need to like do one of each, but right. So we've done a confession, done a question. There's 2 more. Get in the bins last.
So would you rather or am I the arsehole?
Yeah. There's a would you rather here. That's from a while ago.
Dutch Ace. Oh, yeah, we'll go for the one from a while ago. You know, that's why we fucking. You mean for the one person who's in charge of part 2, you'd think you'd know which ones he wants to read beforehand, but
there's a question. It's a
Get
joke.
it in the bin.
There's a joke that needs, but it's part of the question, so it's funny.
there's a joke which part of the question.
Yeah, someone's putting in the questions, but there's a joke. But we'll leave that to next week.
Okay.
Where is this? Am I? Would you rather? Here it is.
You fly out on the 11th, innit?
11th of Feb.
So, oh shit. Right, okay, so the 31st now. It's not the 31st now. We're about. So by the time this goes up, this will be the 7th? No?
This Sunday
Let's
is
get to
5th.
Let's get to February. There we go. 5th. I was looking at January. Dickhead! Be the 5th. Okay.
No.
So then we'll get one more recording next week. It'll go live while Dutchy's on a plane.
Yep.
Yep. And then the week after will be guest from Lou, and you're back on the what?
21st.
We might just miss you for 1 week.
Yeah, that's it. Yeah, because the 24th is what we're booked for, in it with Bob and Ray.
Oh yeah.
2 guests.
Yeah, 24. Oh shit, yeah, I forgot about that.
Yeah. Friday the 24th.
Yeah, so I'll have to. That's a lot of editing in a short space of time for me.
Yeah. So I'm off that week anyway.
I'll have to smile at Big P. But 24th, of course. You got this. 24th.
We got this.
24th.
So we got a would you rather. So it says, all right, Ben Lid sent something in the past, but here's a would you rather.
Oh,
Hello again.
hello again. We like it for this one.
Whoever you are. Please let us happy. No, I'm joking. Context. You and your partner are having sex for the first time together. Who would you rather walk in? Your partner's mother or your partner's father? And how do you react? Either way. Personally, I nearly had a massive panic attack when it says SO's mum nearly walked in.
Significance of his mum.
Yeah.
I mean, if Lauren's mum's walking in, Jesus Christ, she's walked a long way.
Carry on.
Not
like carry on doing the deed.
Yeah, I'd carry on because I don't like it. She's a fucking knobber. I'm like, the reason why she's like this is because you were a cunt.
Look at it!
Watch how naughty she is. No, I will not untie her from the bed.
Oh, God.
We see her a lot less, so it'd be a lot less awkward her walking in.
Okay, fair enough.
I'd probably carry on
Oh, hello.
and maintain eye contact. Get out.
So you'd rather her mum, okay.
Yeah, I think.
I don't know, because I'd say the mum as well.
Mum's less awkward.
Yeah.
No.
I think they understand it. With dads, it's like...
I generally... I can't believe I'm about to say this, because both my kids are under the age of 10. But in let's say, 15 years' time, if I was to walk in on one of them, engage in semantics, I wouldn't be traumatized. I'd want to beat the fuck out of them. Even though in 15 years' time, let's say it's 15 years' time, like Lucy's 9 in a couple of weeks. So in 15 years' time, she's going to be 24.
Mm-hmm.
And I am fully aware that by that age, she's most probably going to be having sex.
Yeah.
So I can't be surprised. If it's a random one-night stand that he's getting punched in the face, if it's someone she's been with for like 5-6 years, it's going to be kind of expected. And it'd be just more of a, sorry.
Oh, shit.
Lock your fucking door! Something like that, yeah. But the same as like my relationship with my own family is dead open. Like when after our Becky died, me and mum I told mum everything. I told her I lost my virginity. I told her like there was a girl I was like messaging for ages. I was yeah.
You little fucking dirty bastard.
I was a whore as a kid, mate. there was a girl before I got with the witch that lived down the road. Before going to uni, so it was a spell between. It was my first year of sixth form. That's when it was because I had to redo my second year of sixth form.
Do I know this person?
You do know this person. They live locally, I believe. Still, I don't know. To be fair, I believe they are now in a. I think they're married with kids and everything. But there was very much a rumor that this person was hard to get, and I seen it as a challenge to go and get this person.
And you got them.
And I did. And I was like, I very much so. I said, I'm inviting person round because I've done the groundwork and I'm getting laid. Everyone was like, okay. So I was probably about
I might have an
16,
idea who
17.
it is by your clues, but
let's just
I'm
say
not going to say it.
It's a former friend of one of your cousin's wives.
A former friend.
Yeah.
I think, yeah. That actually narrows it down.
It narrows down a lot.
Yeah.
And because I was courting this person at the time.
Former friend, eh?
I actually, because I was courting this friend at the time, and it all started because said wife of your cousin wanted to spend more time with your cousin. So I wingmanned myself into the situation whilst also wingmanning your cousin into his wife. Boom! Do you know which cousin I'm on about?
Yes.
Are you sure?
Of course I do! Who else would it be? I know exactly who.
And I will not mention the name because I may have given them an STD when I came back from uni and me and the witch had broke up and I met them in a pub and I was like, oh, hello. Oh, they were, yeah, I didn't know I had it. I didn't know I had it, so I didn't know I'd give it to them, okay? I only found out I had it when the girl I slept with at uni who had it slept with a mate of mine at uni and his balls swollen to the size of a grapefruit. And I went, that's not good. I best go get myself checked.
Naughty, naughty.
And then we found out said girl also had a fella back in Blackpool, which we didn't know about.
So you had fun at uni then?
First year of uni, did you?
Yeah.
Then I met Lauren and settled down.
That's it, yeah.
And stopped putting notches on the bedpost.
Oh boy.
I'm in danger.
You're very much in danger. It's all coming out on this podcast.
Yeah. Yeah, right.
Be alright.
Be alright.
Be alright.
I think I've done well not to mention any names. That's fair. Normally by now I'm like, fuck it.
Fuck it. Fuck it. Right. So we do the get in the bin.
Yeah, hang on. Alexa, how long's left on my timer?
22 minutes.
22 minutes.
20
How long's just getting the bin?
I'll show you.
Oh, that is lengthy. Right, okay, yeah.
Yeah.
It'll take you about 50 minutes to read it because I'll keep interrupting.
Right. You ready?
Let's go.
I'll tell you who needs to get in the bin. People who call themselves friends but are really just dickheads in disguise. I have a friendship group from high school we left 20 years ago. In total, there was about 20 of us. That's a lot of friends. I'm jealous.
That's a very close... Saying that, there's probably a group of our high school in our year that are all still mates, and there's probably about 15 to 20 of them, to be fair.
Yeah, fair enough.
And they all still act like kids. Bar like 2 of them.
10 of the group have never left that high school mentality.
Oh, there we go. Case in point.
Still single, go out every weekend. Right, this is disgusting now. One even forced a one-night stand to have an abortion because, in his own words, I did my job and asked was she on the pill. Not my fault. She had a lied. I forgot to take it. That was his words.
Fucking dickhead.
So, yeah. 8 of them, despite being late 30s, still live at home with mum and dad because it's cheaper in the current climate and makes more sense. 7 of us, including myself, have wives, fiancés, long-term partners, and 4 of the 7 have kids. The 4 who have kids regularly meet up on weekends, evenings, school holidays, and do things together with the kids.
Yeah, okay, yeah.
They are often greeted to verbal abuse disguised by the dickheads as banter, for being either shit, pussy-whipped, unable to have their own opinions, need to get the balls back, etc. They are like this every week when they asked who's out this weekend in our group chat. And get met by multiple replies of no, I'm working, no, me and the wife are going out, kids are at a birthday party, etc. It's got to the point the ones who are settled down and actually live in the real world have our own group chat to avoid the children who haven't realised they aren't 21 anymore.
The children are brilliant.
They found out about it and just started being even bigger, childish, toxic little shit stains about it all.
Shit stains, good word.
One of our friends, firefighter for context,
Okay.
basically replied telling them it was made because they're all childish twats who don't know their age. He works shifts, and what he doesn't need when in on work on night shifts or in the day when he's trying to sleep is a barrage of messages on his phone pinging constantly. They just kicked him out the group and tried to tell us all we couldn't talk to him. Like we were all 15 again and in school. That was the final straw. The grown-ups left. Now they spend their time making memes about us and posting them on Facebook. And that's just the tip of the childish iceberg. They've even prank called those who work shifts when on nights. They then say, oh, come on, we've all been friends for ages, it's just banter. Feel like I've ranted for too much, so yeah, bin them, please.
Get it in the bin.
Where is it?
Somewhere in the middle. Right there.
Get it in the bin. Get it in the bin. Get it in the bin. Get it in the bin.
Would you like the fuck you as well?
Fuck you.
Go.
So,
This one hits you more than it hits me. Go.
I was glad you said that because I was thinking about it. So, you have done the right thing there, my friend, by fucking them off. That's the best thing they can do. They were not your friends. They've never been your friends, let's face it. Might have been friends in school, but since you left school and you start living your life, they have not been friends. They are cunts. Big cunts, right?
Juicy bombs.
I'll give a shit. So, what they've actually done is tried to be your friend because they will not be able to find friends outside the real world. They still think they're a child. They're trying to relive their childhood where they think they can do whatever the fuck they want. No. The fact that they're so childish in their late 30s, right? I'm a childish bastard, but I'm not that childish.
I mean, I wouldn't fucking ring someone who does shift and on nights. If someone fucking rang me, I mean, I turn my phone completely off. Everything. It doesn't vibrate. It doesn't light up. I put it face down so it doesn't light up or anything. For that reason alone, I've had phone calls in the past. And for fuck's sake, I didn't put it on thingy. But maybe they can't because maybe they're on call. Yeah. So they can't, and then you're fucking ringing them to wake them up. You're just a dickhead.
Best advice I would say is for you and your real friends, the ones who you hang out with most, because they do the exact same as you. Like they've got kids or they've got long-term partners. They're actually doing something right with their lives. I'm sure you've already done it. Block the numbers, block the socials, get rid of them, right? If you haven't already, because they need to grow the fuck up, right? Trust me, right? If they live for going out, spending their money every weekend on shit.
Well, they've got fucking money because they live at home with mum and dad.
Exactly. Still living with mum and dad. Imagine them trying to go on a date and they're...
At the age of 36. Yeah, where do you live? I live with my mum and dad.
Exactly. How does that look on the fucking person that they're trying to get with?
No wonder why they're all single. They're going to be the kind of people that you see in clubs hitting on the students that are in for uni.
Yeah.
So like 18 to 21-year-olds.
When they're 38.
When they're almost 40, yeah. Trying to sniff out the daddy issues on people.
They're the type that when they are fucking old, they're queuing up to get in the pub at 8 in the morning.
Yeah, Wetherspoons.
Yeah.
Yeah. They're the ones you see in Spoons and go, fucking hell, mate, what is your life?
They will get to the age and they'll realise, oh, fuck, we fucked up.
So my assumption is these people have got to work Monday to Friday, 9 to 5-ish, aren't you? If they're out every weekend, they obviously don't work weekends. They've not got kids.
No.
So that they've got no fucking life experience other than going to work.
And also the fact that they're trying to tell you how to live your life.
And you can't be friends with, fuck off.
Fuck off. That is literally childish to an extent where that has to be the last straw, where they're trying to tell you what to do, what not to do, what to say, who not to say.
However, though, when you went firefighter for context and then said what they said, I was like, yeah, that sounds like a firefighter. It's normally the ones in them kind of jobs. I'd do the same in that situation. Just be like, go the fuck up.
Yeah.
Like, if you work in a hospital, fire, police, like me, traffic officer, prison officer, like people who see regular conflict and shit every day are more likely going to be the ones that turn around and go, you're being massive bellends.
Mm-hmm. So, could be worse. At least, by the sounds of it, they've not photoshopped fake messages together. I'm going there. Because that is a type. That is, when I read it, I was like, this is the sort of shit that's.
I've had it. Go on, mate. You filmed it now.
Like, why, man? Why? Grow the fuck up. Right? If you're that type of person who is still trying to be the fucking 15, 16, 18-year-old or whatever, grow the fuck up. Right? Shut the fuck up. Settle down. Try and settle down. Find somewhere to live. Get a fucking job or something.
I mean, by the sounds of it, they have got a job because they can afford to go out every weekend.
Yeah.
But get a fucking house.
Get a fucking life.
Go buy an house.
Because I thought about it before, right? And this will sound horrible, right? Because when you die, no one's going to miss you. No one. Everyone will... the only people that turn up to your funeral are your family. But are any of your friends going to turn up?
These 10 bellends will turn up for each other.
Yeah, they will, yeah.
There's 10 in it.
The ones... There's about... Well, there's 20 of them. Yeah, there's about 10 of them.
10 of them, yeah.
There's about 7 of them. 7 have
got a life sorted, basically, and then the other 3 are sort of MIA.
Sort of, yeah.
And there you go. Why are the MIA? Maybe they're MIA because they've realised that 10 of these people are massive bellends.
Yeah.
Absolute shit stains of society.
So, yeah, then he...
Prime example, there's a knobhead who went to our school, and he was a knobhead all the way through high school. He thought, because he was good at football, he was quite athletic, he was a popular lad, that he was the shit.
Yeah.
And then, age of 18, 19, someone murdered his dad, and he shown his true colours of what a fucking bellend he is. Tragic experience, yes it is. Is it unexpected? Yes it was. Is it horrible what happened to him? Yes it is. But that does not give you any reason to become the total twat that he was. Yeah. Like, the way he spoke to people, the way he treated people, absolute bellend. But he's the same kind of person who's got this childish mentality. Yeah. Like, he walked into the coach where Stu's drank since he was 15, 16. Yeah. His dad is very good friends. Well, actually, his best friend owns the coach. Yeah. Or co-owns the coach. And he came in with all his mates and what are you doing in here? He was like, this is fucking my pub. What the fuck are you doing in here? And it's all because the Vic had closed. Yeah. And it was going through all its transformation. And they were still acting like fucking 16-year-olds, trying to make fun of him. And in the end, they got bad. Good. Phil was a huge word, get rid of them. And Phil was like, you're bad, get out. No, what do you mean? Get out. Go find someone else, don't want it. And like, they're just they are bellends, little childish little twats, they are.
No time for people like that. Like,
grow the fuck up. It's just fucking...
It just baffles my brain. If you want to be like that, don't try and drag other people down.
Don't get me wrong, I'm all up for a little bit of banter here and there.
Banter's fine, yeah. Like, just not this. This is not banter.
It's not banter, it's just fucking...
This is being an absolute cunt.
It's targeted bullying.
Yeah.
It's basically what it is. Yeah. No way to... If you're fucking ringing someone when they're on night in the middle of the day, when they're trying to sleep, you're just a dickhead.
That's not banter. That's just bullying.
Like, I've mastered nights now. I am a don at night when I've got nothing else to worry about. So my last lot of night shifts proved it. Normally, I'll finish my first night shift, I'll stay up to about 11, I'll get into bed, I'll sleep, and I'll sleep until Lauren gets home from work, which is about 6, 6:30, depending on what time they manage to close. Yeah. And then she'll wake me up. So that from then, I start at 10. So by the time I properly wake up, let's say it's 7, I get out of bed, I've only got 3 hours between getting up and going to work, and then I've got 8 hours to work. Last Friday, my dad was at Lee, so we had to be there for 3. So I had to be up before 2. So I got home, went to sleep. I couldn't get to sleep because I'm used to not going to sleep.
Yeah.
So I probably went to sleep about 10 o'clock-ish. So I got about 4 hours sleep and I felt it. I got to work and I was like, I'm fucked. Like, I'm already fucked because I've been up for 8 hours and now I'm going to work and I've got to do another 8 hours.
Yeah.
So coming to the end of that shift, I was like, oh my God, like piss holes in the snow. I was just fucking like, oh. And like, and that's because I've worked nights out. I've worked out to do them now. And then maybe this person's the same. If he's, depends how long he's been a firefighter for. Let's say he's been a firefighter. He left school, goes to, maybe he went to uni, maybe he didn't. Maybe that's the first thing he does. He goes to college, 18, he goes, you know what? Education isn't for me, but I'm quite physically fit, whatever, want to help people. Comes a firefighter. You've got 15 years of experience there then as a firefighter. So they've been doing nights for 15 years. Yeah. And then you're going, I'm going to fucking ring you. No, you're a bellend. Send this to your friends. Listen here, you little shit stains. Grow the fuck up and get into the real world, right? You're late 30s, so my guess is what, you left 15 years ago, say 20 years ago?
20 years ago.
20 years ago, so you leave at 16 at high school.
Yeah.
So 20 years ago. So you're 36, 37. Grow the fuck up. You're almost 40. You're pretty much statistically halfway through your life and you're acting like a child. My not even 9-year-old acts more fucking grown up than you. Sort your lives out.
And the fact that one of them forced an abortion.
Forced an abortion? No, lad, it's your own fault. Right, just because
bagged up.
Just because, yeah, if you ask her if she's on the pill and she says yeah, right,
that's on her.
That's on her. If she isn't on the pill and she said yeah, and she's not, then fine, yeah, that's on her. And if she forgot to take it, yeah, fine. That is something, again, that if you're going to have one night stands, you need to stay on top of. But to force her to have one, when you could have done more as well. No. Fucking sort it out. And if you're going to be that kind of cunt, yeah, you're 30, you're 36. So if you don't want kids at that age, go get the snip. Yeah. Make that decision for yourself. If you're going to still go out every weekend and try and bang people, make sure it doesn't happen. Go get the snip. Yeah. Not hard, is it? No. It's a procedure that, might put you out of action for a few fucking months, maybe. I don't know how long it takes for a vasectomy to heal and then how long you can't have sex for. I've not really looked into it. But let's say it's 2 months as an example. It's 8 weekends. What do you fucking do? Exactly. You can still go out and drink. Man can't pull anyone. You're a kid. Grow up.
It's the fact that they're calling these friends that I've got their lives sorted
pussies. Yeah. Sorry, no. I'd rather be friends with them. I'd rather be friends with people who've got their head screwed on. Yeah, like, exactly. Prime example, Stu and Nat. They've not got kids who don't want kids, right? They can do what they want every weekend. Yeah. Well, I'll say that. Stu works doors and stuff like that, and does security stuff, so some weekends he can't. And Nat, before, when I rang her, because she asked me how to get to Leeds because of all these closures on, she was like, we need to meet up soon. I was like, hello. We haven't seen him since before Christmas. And that's various reasons. That's me working shifts, I work weekends, Lauren's working, we've got kids, and they understand that.
Well, that's the thing, like, the more you don't see each other, when you do eventually meet up, it's better.
There's a lot more to talk about, And, like, spot on, these ones who've got kids meeting up regularly, why not? Because obviously you like these people, you've been friends for a while, you want your kids to be friends.
And their kids will be best friends forever.
Yeah, we'll be friends as well. Yeah. And, like, yeah, it makes sense. And, your kid's got a fucking, one was like a party or something, did you say?
Yeah, he said he went, he was busy with a kid's party.
Right, so it happens. There's weekends where our kids have got to go to a party. And we're like, right, well, and the first thing Lauren says is, she's got an invitation. What are you working this weekend? And I look, and I go, I'm off, I can take her. So she doesn't have to worry then if it's a Saturday. Because 9 times out of 10 she's going to be working, she's off Sunday. But if I'm working the Sunday and she's off, she's got to get there somehow. So it then relies on me mum and dad because she doesn't drive. So it's that forward planning. Like, and that's why I'd rather be friends with other parents. Because in that situation, it might be a case of, we'll take him. Let's say the party's at 2 o'clock, I finish at 2. That other person could take him and I'd be like, I'll go pick him up. I'll bring them both home. That 50-50 split then, isn't it? Yeah. And it's fucking, and especially when they're your friends as well, and they've been friends with you, it makes perfect sense. They'll probably go on holidays together. Yeah, in the summer holidays and stuff like that. We put these first 2 weeks off, we'll go into Butlins if you want to come. Like, if you want to try and yeah, you never know, do you? It's just fucking.
I find it disgusting. Absolutely disgusting.
The abortion thing pissed me off.
Yeah. It's absolutely disgusting.
To force it on someone. And as I'm assuming they're all lads. Yeah. Because obviously, well, he is like because he's forced on abortion, so he sounds like a toxic twat anyway. Yeah. So you can only imagine how that went. Like,
it's gonna be traumatic for her.
It's going to be traumatic for her because I'm going to throw out there that this person sounds like a domestic abuser anyway.
Yeah.
If he's forcing him, so it's probably a case of, well, if you don't, I'm going to punch the fuck out of your stomach until you lose it.
Yeah.
And if that's the case, someone punch fuck out of him for me, please. Firefighter, you're probably in good shape. Go beat him with a stick.
Let's get your water hose right
Up his ass.
yeah.
Fuck off.
Full blast.
Full blast.
Fucking
Rip his insides about. Do you know what? Oh, that's a nasty way to go.
It would actually do that though.
It would rip you up. Rip you open, yeah.
Oh, aye. Just do it anyway, fuck it.
Get him on the back from about 10 metres away.
Yeah.
That'll cause enough damage.
Won't kill him, but it will hurt him. But yeah, just to me, they've not been your friends at all. They've just been people that you know, and they're trying to hold on to you.
They've kept you around to feel better about themselves.
Yeah.
That's it.
You've got your life sorted. You and your other mates that have got their life sorted are your real friends, not these cunts. So
with a lot of C-bombs.
Yeah. Leave them to it. Leave them. Block everything. Numbers, socials, everything.
One of them will get done for nonsense at some point. That'll be just it. They'll go out on a night out. They'll try and pull someone. And I guarantee it'll be someone under the age of 16 on a fake ID or someone else that knows the doorman or whatever. Like, and they spot them a mile away and go, target.
Mm-hmm.
Do the deed. Maybe take some photos and a recording and then go, oh, I've got this evidence. By the way, I'm 15, for example. I'm going to go to the police unless you give me $5,000. Which happens.
Yep. But it's karma.
And it will be karma. And when it happens, you and your mates who've got your lives together can laugh at it. Because the other 9 are going to be like, oh, no. Oh, yeah, we know. And they're the ones that are going to get dragged with him.
Mm-hmm.
Not you ones who've got your lives sorted and push yourselves away.
Yeah. So...
It happens.
Oh God! So
that's a triggered one for you.
That is a trigger. I wonder why.
I do wonder why.
There is a question towards me, similar like with my situation.
Was it?
Yeah. I don't know if we'll have time to do it now or not.
Alexa, how long left on my timer? 4 minutes left. No. We shall wrap this bad boy up.
That's not long enough for me to talk.
No. Stand by for next week's episode where Dutchy goes on another rant. It's not me for once. It's not me for once.
Won't have this time.
I've had my time. It's Dutchy's turn to fucking wind up and moan and
no
complain
one's fucking
and
safe.
scream and shout and let it all out.
No one's safe. No one's safe. I've gone off for once, haven't I? With family.
I'm in danger.
You're next. I'm joking.
All right, Goldberg. You're next.
Hulk Hogan, we're coming for you.
Fucking hell. Next week it will be me and Dutchy.
Yep.
And then it won't be me and Dutchy.
I'm flying to Australia.
If that's how you're flying, it's gonna take you a long time.
I wasn't going out. Fuck it.
Enjoy that. Well, we'll talk more about your trip to Australia next week.
Yeah,
because we'll be talking like we're recording and you'll be on a plane while it's coming out.
If they have Wi-Fi on the plane, I'll fucking whack it on. Fuck it.
Full blast. So we can.
Yeah. Well, I looked at the plane, like, because when I go into Australia, I'm on the A380, which is like the double-decker plane.
Right, okay.
And they have Wi-Fi on it.
Ooh.
So I'm like, podcast.
It's a shame.
I'm going to take the Switch with me as well to play.
In a way, it's a shame that that episode's not the one with the guest host because it'd be quite fun for you to watch and not know what's going on.
True. Although I will still be there when you put the one on with the host.
Oh, well.
So I'm only flying back. Flying back on the Monday, which is the 20th.
Yeah, okay, yeah.
So, yeah. Okay. I'll still be there when you put the next one
on. Right, usual bullshit. Pass the pod. Go find someone else who's equally as deranged as all of us. It was I think well, it's one of Soul Render's mods. I popped in a stream the other night. She's like, I'm halfway. Oh, she. They're called something like Do I Melon. I don't know if they're male or female. They, where I don't, because I don't really look at people's profiles on Twitch. They were like, I'm halfway through watching your podcast and really enjoying it. I was like, yes. And stuff like that. People are like, we love how open you are and just talk about stuff like, yeah, we don't hold back.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, we don't care. Don't give a shit.
Fuck it.
Past trauma has numbed us to people's opinions.
Yeah.
Follow Dutchy on Twitch, st_Dutchy. Follow me on Twitch, the_monk_13. Go if you're watching if I do an early release this week, I'm not sure yet. I probably will, given that it's earlier in the week. I've got more time to edit it. Go follow us on YouTube. If you actually search for Get in the Bin Pod, it should bring it up now. Because I've put all the tags I'm putting on the latest videos as well. I've got variants and stuff like that, so people can find us easier. Go subscribe to us. Notify it. You only get one a week.
Yep.
Every Sunday, 12 o'clock.
And we're on TikTok now.
And we are on TikTok.
Get in the pod. Get in the bin. Get in the pod.
Get in the pod. Get in the pod.
Get in the pod. Get in the bin podcast.
Is it podcast or pod?
Pod. I got to
I think it's at Get in the Bin Pod.
Get in the bin pod.
Go.
Get in the bin pod.
Yeah, Get in the Bin Pod. Go like and comment on all our videos on socials and our shorts. Let's try and change the algorithm somewhat.
Yeah.
Watch them all the way through.
The shorts are funny, trust us.
The shorts are funny. The shorts are probably the same. The shorts are the same. To be fair. Yeah, Dutchy does the TikToks. I do the shorts.
And everything else.
And I do everything else. Yeah. I go on Twitter.
I've got to do a little bit.
I go on Twitter. When I found out you were using the Twitter, I was like, oh! I was scared and aroused at the same time.
Why are you aroused?
Oh, because I was just so happy to see you using it.
It's like bipolar. It's like a bipolar Twitter account. Like we're talking to each other for the same account. You say one thing, I reply on the same account. And it's like everyone reads
because I came up, I had notifications, and I went on it. It was like there was no notifications. I was like, oh,
wait a minute.
But it said I had 3, and I looked, and I was like,
it's me.
That's a reply. It's Dutchy.
It's me. No,
Yeah.
I'll have to like get my Twitter going, and then I can reply as
No.
myself.
No. Oh, Alexa, cancel timer.
Yeah.
That's IGBT Pod on Twitter. Yes, go follow us and all. Go like our thing. Go share our stuff all over the place. And most importantly, pass the pod. Find someone who you think will enjoy our unique stupidness, and pass it on to them.
Mm-hmm.
If you want to be a guest,
That's on.
Forms. In the forms, put it in the questions. This is whoever. Can I be a guest?
Yeah, we will need to know who you are to get you on.
or if you don't want to do the forms, you can still email us at getinthebinpod@gmail.com.
Yep.
Dutchy checks that more than I do, so you might want to start the message. Hey, Dutchy.
Hi, Dutchy.
Seeing as Monk's a dick and doesn't check it.
Or if you want to just talk to Monk and not me, why?
Yeah.
But anyway, just say Monk only or Dutchy don't read or something like that.
Yeah, if it's a question for Dutchy, at the very top on the am of the arsehole bit, just put not for Dutchy's eyes.
No, I'm joking.
John Joe Shelby celebration. It's been fun, mate.
It's been fun.
That is a pod. I don't even know what sound to press now. I wanted to press somewhere, but I want to press.
You filthy pervert!
There you go.
Yes, I am.
Oh.
Shut up! Upset me!
Nasty bitch.
That's what you were like when you read that fucking Get in the Bin.
Nasty bitches.
Yes, episode 12 next week. And it's perfect. Episode 13
I'm not here.
is the guest podcast.
And I'm not here.
And you're not here. Well, 13 synonymous as well. It's my number. It's your birthday.
Yeah.
Episode 13. You're not here.
Fun fact, my 13th birthday was on Friday the 13th.
Yes.
So no wonder I'm fucking cursed.
I would say you cursed. I'd just say slightly deranged.
Yep.
Wait a minute. At least you're not going to fall asleep on the table this time, not last time.
Oh, fucking last week.
You were fucked.
I was.
Talk about piss holes in the snow towards the end.
That was me.
Sleep deprivation took over. Say bye to the people, Dutch.
Bye, people.
Bye, people. Bye, Binlets. Bin men love you. Mwah. Get in the bin.